Hi sweeties, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ree and welcome to the family. In today's video, I don't know if you can tell by the title, but we're going to be testing some of the most viral or famous TikTok makeup hacks. I've seen quite a few of these videos go around. The two that I've seen the most do them and I've watched is Laura Lee and Roxaurus. So, you know, they do, I think they're going to do some of the same ones as what I'm testing as well today, but obviously everybody else's skin and makeup routine is different, so it might work, some might work for them but not work for me and vice versa. So I thought the first one that we would try out, and I think everyone knows that this works, but I want to just see it for myself because I think it's genius, and that is the cleaning your palette hack. So basically you just take flat surface, I've got my translucent powder here, then you want a wet wipe, if I can find them. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went to go get wet wipes and I ended up getting Post, and I have no idea what it is. So I thought I would just, if I'm already filming, open it on camera. The only thing I've ordered is makeup, or anything to do with makeup. Finally! And I think you guys will be happy with this as well. My new ring light is here! Okay, bear with me 2 minutes and I'm going to go and set that up to make this footage so much better. Welcome back! How is that? I feel like that is so much better. Yeah, the only thing that's a bit weird about it is I've ordered it and it should have come with a tripod, but the tripod hasn't arrived. So I've actually kind of got it resting on my camera tripod at the moment, and hopefully that'll work. But anyway, let's get back into the video. So we were testing out the way to clean your palette with the TikTok hacks. So I've got my wet wipes, so take one of them. I've got my setting powder, or my loose powder, so flat surface, wrap it round, and I am going to take my Jeffree Star X Morphe palette. I mean, none of my palettes are really that dirty. I mean, there you go, there's that one there, you can kind of see it a little bit, but I don't really, so there we go. So okay, maybe it was dirty because that is kind of gross. Okay, I'm just going to take a different area, double it over. Just need to be able to hold the wet wipe tight as well, so I don't have the biggest of hands, which doesn't help. There we go, like that. Wow, okay, yeah, maybe it was dirty. I didn't think it was that dirty, but that definitely cleaned it up. Let's try another one. So I've got my Morphe 35B palette here. Again, it doesn't look that dirty to me. I know people have a lot more dirtier palettes, but I've only used this once. But yeah, that definitely cleaned it up. I mean, I think everybody knew that this hack worked. They've seen so many videos of these, and they work, so well, okay. Okay, so the next one we want to try is actually now putting things on my face. So, again, I saw this one on Laura Lee's TikTok, and that is where you moisturise, you set your face, and then go in with your primer and foundation. And apparently it's supposed to give you a more flawless finish, I believe, and make your makeup last a little bit longer. So I've got my moisturiser. I'm just going in with the simple kind of skin hydrating light moisturiser. Okay. Okay, so now that that is all rubbed in, you now take your setting powder. So I've got my Collection Sheer Loose Powder. This is just the one in translucent, number 2. And you just kind of set your moisturiser. Oh my god, this feels so weird. Okay, so my skin definitely looks more matte. That definitely felt really, really weird to do as well. Oh god. So now you just go in with your normal routine. So taking my primer, I'm going to take the Alpha Paula's Putty Primer. Okay, now that that's all put in, I believe there was one more step. So if you have dry skin, before you put your primer on, you can like set your face so you can like refresh it again, because obviously that extra layer of powder can dry your skin out. But I have quite oily skin, so I'm not going to do that. So that's why I just went straight in with my primer. And now foundation. So I'm just going to take the Fit Me Maybelline Matte to Poreless Normal to Oily Skin in the 115 shade. That's my brush. I did not think this would work. I got to be honest, I was a bit sceptic. I thought everyone was kind of going along with it a little bit, because you know the rule is you don't put creams on top of powder. It just looks cakey. But I'm looking up close and I'm looking more luminous. It looks more natural. But my main areas that you can see my pores are right here and on my chin here, and they look so much more blurred. I did not think this would work, but whether I would actually use this on a day-to-day basis, I don't know. Maybe on times where, you know, you're going out for a special event, date night, you want your makeup to last a little bit longer. I mean, I don't know if it will last longer. We kind of have to wait at the end to see how that looks. I felt like I used maybe possibly a little bit more foundation. Maybe the powder absorbed some of the foundation a little bit, but I'm actually a little bit shook. I did not expect this. I'm just gonna, I always use my blender just to take the excess off and make sure there's no brush marks around my nose area. Chin. But yeah, that thumbs up. Okay, so I think the rest of them are for after the base is done. So I'm going to go and finish my base and then I will be right back. Okay guys, my base is done. So the next one I want to try is the Faux Freckles one. I've never done Faux Freckles before. I have natural freckles and normally I want to cover them up. But I saw that it looked really simple and I wanted to see if they compared to my natural freckles and if they did actually look natural or if they looked fake. So let me find the TikTok. Here we go. So this is by @Thomas I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, basically she takes a little bit of setting spray, a little bit of bronzer and then flicks them on her face with the brush. So that's what we're going to do. So I've got some primer water, set and fresh spray from Smashbox, and I'm just going to put a couple of squirts in. I don't know how much to use. I haven't got that much left actually. A couple of squirts. Woo. And then we're going to take a little bit of bronzer, so I'm going to use this one from my Lorac Pro palette, and I'm going to use the one Toasted Almond, because I normally use that as bronzer as well. And you need to scrape a little bit off now. I don't really want to do this, but I'm just going to take the end of my NYX Pro Precision pencil. Just going to tiny scrape the top. That's going to be enough. And then you want a brush. So I've got this one here, which I think will be good for flicking them on my face, and you mix it together. I'm quite nervous about this because I'm loving the way my base is looking already. But yeah, so you just kind of then flick it onto your face. everywhere. Probably not the best time to wear a white top. I mean, it's concentrated quite a bit in this area, so I'm trying to like put them everywhere, because your freckles don't just stay in one area. How is that looking? I mean, yeah. I mean, they don't really look... They do kind of look a little bit natural. I mean, the blotches on my face are quite small, whether that's to do with the brush that I used or not. I mean, yeah, it looks cute. I feel like I look a little bit more bronzed. Got a very orange thumb though. I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, if if you're into having freckles, like faux freckles, then yeah, maybe this will definitely work. It worked. At least you know you've got all these objects already in your house already. If you wear makeup, then yeah, I mean, it's easy, quick. They'll probably last. I have seen a few of the fake tan faux freckles go around as well. I mean, I don't necessarily think that one is possibly a good idea, just because it will actually tan your face. I mean, it's going to be more permanent, but yeah, if you kind of make a mess, then it's just going to look really blotchy. And if you've got the wrong shade of tan, like, make sure you've got the right shade of tan to make it look like a faux freckle, like a light brown, not orange, because otherwise that's just going to look horrendous at the end of it. Anyway, so I'm just going to kind of set them with my brush just to turn them down a bit on my face. I'm going to go in with a little bit more blush as well, because it did bronze me up a bit. Okay, right, let's have a look at the next one. So, I think the next one's for lips. So, let's have a look. This is by Maureen Labeza, and it's basically how to make your lips bigger. So she used a little bit of lip scrub, makes her lips like kind of neutral, so I've kind of already got that. And then she contours her lips at the bottom, in the middle of her cupid's bow, overlines. Shades the outer part of her lips in with that same lip liner, and then kind of goes in with a lighter one, and then a nude lip. Again, go darker on the outside, lighter in the middle, because you want to highlight and plump those lips in the middle. And then a little bit of lip gloss in the middle as well. So, okay, so yeah, so she cancelled out her lips, so I'm just going to make sure I've done that. Any excess foundation. Okay, so then she used the Fenty matchstick. I don't actually have that, but I'm just going to go in with the normal kind of like bronzer that I normally use. I'm just going to take a little brush, and I'm going to go in again from my my Lorac Pro palette, and I'm just going to go in with Toasted Almond again. And she kind of does it here in the middle. Okay, and then she kind of does it. Well, I always kind of do it underneath here anyway. There we go. Okay. She kind of does the top, but just here. Because you've already done this bit here. I think that looks kind of crazy. Did she blend it out? Yeah, she kind of uses a fluffy brush to blend that out. I'm just going to use my normal... Okay, so I've got all my lip products. So So I've got my two Barry M lip kits. So I've got one in Doll and one in Go 2. So let's have a look. Doll is the lighter shade, so I'm going to use the Go 2 just to do the outer portions of my lip to line them. So the way I normally line my lips is I normally go from the inner corner on my lip and then bring that out and overline on the centre. Never overline too much on the outer portions because otherwise it just looks weird. So I'm just going to do that like I normally would because it looks like she does that too. Okay, so that's that done. Now what I'm going to do is go in with that lighter shade in Doll to do the centres. There we go, so there's that. And then she goes in with the two different shades of lipstick. Well, she goes in with like 3, but I've only got the 2 in Doll and Go 2 as well. So, like I said, Go 2 is the darkest one, so I'm going to put that on the outer portions of my lip. Okay, so there's that. And then she goes in with the lip gloss. So I'm just waiting for this to dry down a little bit more, but I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Lip Plump in Gloss in Pink Cosmo. Okay, so that is the lips done. I feel like that took forever. And did it even make a difference? I mean, it made a little bit of a difference, but not enough for me to want to do this every single day. That's that. Right, so yeah, turn any eyeshadow into liquid liner. Now, I have my own way of doing this, but Lidl Well-In, so she uses something from Inkblot and puts 1 drop with her eyeshadow and uses that. So give it a tiny bit of eyeshadow, and then she uses something from Inkblot. But I did have a look, and some people said that they've used setting spray, so I'm going to do that as well. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to make sure I've got a blank canvas. I am just going to go in a tiny bit with my bronzer. So where is my bronzer actually? Because I don't want just plain eyes. Okay, so the eyeshadow I really want to use today is from the Morphe 35B palette. And I really want to, oh god, I hate these little plastic things. So what is the shade? Let's have a look. I did want to kind of do a purple lavender, yeah. I'm going to take lavender, which is this shade right here. So, which means I'm going to have to scrape it out as well. Why do I always have to scrape things out of my palettes? Okay, so we need another lid of some sort, so I'm just going to take that. Okay, again, we need to scrape some out. Now I'm guessing this one's going to have to be more like paste-like for it to work, because you don't want it watery, because imagine that dripping in your eye. Not good. Okay, so doing this gently because I don't want to ruin it. Could have just chosen the blue, couldn't I? So we've got a little bit there. Let's do 1 little spray of setting spray, again taking the Smashbox one. So this brush here is actually a nail art brush. I do have a few of these that I do like to use for those little details. So I'm just mixing the setting spray and the eyeshadow together. So I just did one spray with quite a bit of the eyeshadow, I would think, actually. I think I've got enough. Right, let's give this a go. So I'm just going to pop it along my lash line. There we go, that's definitely coming out better. Okay, now this is getting quite messy in the corner. Now I think I might have done it too thick. I think that's the only thing with setting spray and things like that is they dry out. So maybe that's the problem. So now I've just put one tiny little squirt in and now it feels quite liquidy again. Okay, I'm just going to try it with the liquidier formula just because I think that's going to be easier to get that swoop going on. I mean, that's cute. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, it worked. I couldn't get it even. I think it just kept going patchy because obviously once it's dried out, you're basically just working with eyeshadow and trying to like put the liquid on that. It's just like moving the eyeshadow around. It kept going like clumpy on the brush. I mean, it might just take a little bit of practice on trying to get the right consistency. You know, it might have been my fault, especially on the first eye where I then decided to thicken it up a little bit. But it did make it like easier to work with, but it just dried out quicker. I don't know about this one. I mean, it definitely turned out cute, and I love this liner colour. It's gorgeous. The way I normally do it is I normally mix a little bit of eyeshadow with concealer. Now, the only thing with doing that is obviously a concealer is light, so it does lighten the eyeshadow, so that's the only thing you need to be aware of. It's not going to come out the same colour as what you've got in the pan, in your eyeshadow palette, but it's just a lot creamier. It doesn't dry out. You can then go on top and set it. I know I've seen a video where you can use that then as an eyeshadow base, so if you're going to do like an all purple look, maybe pop in a little bit of purple with your concealer and set your eye with that first instead of just doing an eye primer. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use this one again. It just wasn't as easy to work with, and I think it takes too much like time to figure out how to work it. Yeah, that's just not my thing. Oh my god, guys, I can't believe I completely forgot. I mean, this is the reason why I wanted to start doing this video, so I can't believe I completely forgot this last one. And I don't know if you can tell already, but it's going to be doing with the lashes. So this one here, I have got my mascara already on. I just used the Barry M Showgirl mascara. This is just 2 layers of that. Bottom on the top, and on the other side we are going to be trying the hack to see if we can see any difference between the two. So without further ado, let's get this hack on. So this one here, and I don't know if, I think this is the same video that everyone else has seen from Miranda Lynn, and this is where she uses the hairdryer for her eyelashes. Now, everyone else that I have seen do this hasn't been able to do this because apparently like having the hairdryer so close to your eye, you know, it's just too powerful and it like makes your eyes water. Obviously you don't want that when you've done your makeup, but yeah, so we're going to compare that to this eye. So I've got my hairdryer in my lap ready to go straight away, and I think the one thing that I haven't seen anybody else say in their videos, but it's supposed to be on cool temperature when you're doing it. So let's get this mascara on quickly. Now I don't have the best eyelashes, so if this works, then great. So cool temperature. Oh, that feels so weird. Okay, yeah. Ooh. It does make your eyes water. I could get it close to my face. It just feels, I don't know, this eye feels really weird. It feels like stiff along my lash line, whereas this eye doesn't feel like I've got anything on. see if that looks any different. Oh. Now I get watery eyes anyway, so it's something that I normally have to deal with, especially when I'm doing my like lower lash line. I think it just made my eyelashes look weird. I mean, this is my bad eye. So this eye, when I put mascara on, looks fine. This one, my lashes just always look not as good as this one. So looking at them now, I don't know, I feel like it's made them look worse. Is that possible? I mean, that's a third layer. I've never normally put 3 layers of mascara on before. I mean, I think that's just more time consuming when you could just normally go in with your eyelash curlers and be done with it for 2 seconds. That makes your eyes water. If you've got, you know, an eye look on, you don't really want to risk it. It did feel really weird, and they do feel a lot stiff. I mean, everybody else that I've seen do this hasn't been able to get their hairdryer so close to their eye. Maybe mine's just not as powerful, and that's why it didn't work, but yeah, I don't know. That one is a big no. Just use an eyelash curler. There we go. I mean, that last hack was the one that kind of inspired this whole video, and the one with the base as well. So moisturising first, and then setting that with your powder, and then going in with your normal routine. I mean, yeah. The first one, that definitely worked. Whether I would do it all the time, I doubt it. It'll probably be something that I would do whether I'm going out with my husband, or going out to a party, big family event, or, you know, special occasion or something. Whether I do that every day, probably not. Then we went on to the lips. Now, the lips, no, I'm not going to be doing that. I mean, the way I do it, I think, works just as well as this, and that is just, you know, lining your lips, overlining only on the middle part, making sure that you go onto your natural lip line when you go into the corners, and then just using lip gloss on the centre of your mouth as well. The faux freckles, I mean, now that they've been on for a while, they have calmed down. They don't look as crazy, and obviously I set them in with a little bit of blush as well, which I think helped. And I think it's growing on me. I mean, you can definitely tell they're fake close up, but from far away you can kind of see them a little bit. But normally my freckles kind of show through anyway because they are under my eyes, so depending on how much concealer I've got on or how full coverage I'm going, I mean, for someone that would want to do this, you know, it does get a little bit messy. The fake tan one, I'm not even going to try that because I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. But if you've tried it and it works, good for you. I just think you have to make sure that you've got the right colour fake tan first. The next one was the liner. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that one. I like the way I do it already, and that's with a little bit of concealer. It doesn't dry out as quickly. It, you know, it does kind of lighten the eyeshadow a little bit. But you can also use that as an eyeshadow base as well if you're doing a really colourful look maybe. This was just too messy, clumpy. I didn't know if I got the right consistency or not, because when it was watery it wasn't as like opaque. It was quite translucent. You had to then do like 2 or 3 different layers. And then when I did kind of thicken it up with a bit more eyeshadow, it was just too clumpy and dried too quickly. So I won't be doing that one again. Yeah, I mean, that, God, my eye still feels really weird after doing that hairdryer one. But apart from that, I'm kind of actually really happy with this look today. So definitely wanted to try that kind of liquid liner in a different colour, that lavender colour. It's a pastel, and I'm absolutely living for this colour and eye look today. My skin looks good, yeah. So I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Just, I think half of them were just more time consuming than what you can get away with normally anyway. I think you can pull this look off a lot quicker than doing half of these hacks. So, well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Come subscribe and join the family. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.